I was running through the six with my walk. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Running through the six with my...
What is up, guys? My name is Frosty, and today we're going to be looking at the best specialists in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer. This is my top 5 in my opinion, and this is taking in both their weapon and their ability. So let's get straight into it. So coming in at number 5, we have Prophet, which is the Tempest and Glitch specialist, and to be honest, I'm not too satisfied, but I'm not too unsatisfied, if that makes any sense. I'm kind of halfway in between when it comes to him. I do use him from time to time, and to be honest, it's quite fun just running around using Tempest or just glitching away from people. But both these weapons have a major drawback, and it's the fact that you either have to be pinpoint accurate with the Tempest, which isn't hard for most players, but if you're having a bad game, this weapon becomes almost useless. And with the ability, the massive blue streak that it leaves in the map gives you away if you use glitch in the wrong times and in the wrong spots. So I feel like both those are lower down in the best, I put that in quotes, best weapons and the best specialist abilities. But for me, this is more of just a fun specialist that you run around with and you just enjoy with. You don't really try too hard with him, which is exactly how I use him. Whenever I just want to play for fun, I'll switch to the Tempest. I'll just run around and enjoy myself with him. Still a very good specialist. He's one of the top ones up there, but for me, there's just a couple of other better options when it comes to actually going for high game plays, good scores, all that sort of stuff. So coming in at number 4, we have the Reaper, which is the Scythe machine gun and the Psychosis ability, where he basically turns into duplicates and runs around the map and tries to trick people. And to be honest, this fits in the same category as the Prophet, where he's basically just a relaxed kind of specialist for me. If I ever feel like I just want to play and not really worry about getting good gameplays or just playing with friends and mucking around, this is usually the person I'll go to along with Prophet. I'll just switch between the two of them and I'll just have fun. And to be honest, this is a really overpowered specialist. In fact, when the game first came out, he was so overpowered that it was just all you saw in the beta. It's all you saw in the first maybe month or two that the game was actually out. Then they did massive nerfs and whatnot, and they brought him back to a very sustainable level. For me, I feel like if he was buffed just a little bit from where he is now, that would be probably a perfect balance for him. But for me, he's a little bit underbalanced, and as I said, he just fits in with Prophet. I don't really use him too much, so for me, there are, again, other specialists that I'd rather use. So coming in at number 3, I have Firebreak, and this is going to surprise a lot of people, or I assume it will, because Firebreak is one of the most overpowered specialists in the game, and that is the exact reason he sits at number 3. He is so fun to use, but at the same time, it just feels like cheating when you use him. For example, using the Purifier makes every game too easy. In fact, when they released the Underworld camo where you had to get 200 specialist kills, I was able to rack that up in about 4 or 5 hours using just the Purifier, getting 15-20 kills a game, taking breaks in between, just mucking around. I feel like if I'd tried to time myself and try and get it as quickly as possible, I could have got that done in maybe 2.5-3 hours. And then when looking at his ability, which is Heatwave, it's almost just as overpowering, except it does take a little bit of timing to actually get right. You don't want to just use it on one person because it's a bit of a waste. So if you can get yourself in the right position and use this on a bunch of people that are just sort of not looking at your direction, or they're trying to camp, you can easily just get them out of that room, get them out of that corner, and just open up the whole game again. And he's more of a kill-based specialist, I have to admit, but that's again one of the reasons I like him. As I said, he sits at number 3 only because of how overpowering he is. Plus, I use 2 more specialists, just a little bit more than him, so that's exactly why he sits at number 3. Coming down to our number 2 spot, we have Blackjack, the very controversial pick, and to be honest, the only reason he is so high in this list is because of how fun it is to use him. Doesn't matter what you play, doesn't matter how you play, you can use Blackjack and just enjoy yourself. The only problem I have with him is how you are acquired. I know that they've put more things in, like being able to buy hour slots of him, and also being able to earn them. But to be honest, I feel like it can be worth it sometimes. But for me, I have 5 tokens stacked up, and I've got half of a token still waiting to be used. So I don't use him too often, and it just seems like at one point I'm going to have too many tokens to use, and I'll never end up using them all. So I'll have Blackjack for the rest of the lifespan of Black Ops 3, and probably the rest of the lifespan of Infinite Warfare 2 if I ever do come back to this game. But as I said, the reason he's on this list is because of how fun it is to use him. And to be honest, the only reason he's not number 1 is because the next specialist is absolutely perfect for how I play. And coming down to the number 1 spot, this is going to be Seraph. Now, I know a lot of people that play with me already knew this from the start, but I absolutely love playing with Seraph. The Annihilator is such an amazing weapon, and if you're accurate with it like most people are that tend to try and use it, it's absolutely amazing. It just decimates people on the spot. And the ability is the main thing that I use. Every single game I play in, I use combat focus to try and get my streaks quicker, try and get the game over as quick as possible, and try and absolutely demolish the other team. And it usually works most of the time, but I have to admit, I don't win all my games. I don't blitz every single team I come up against. So those are the games where I should have really switched to the weapon, but you know, you can't tell when you're in the pre-game lobbies. So for me, I just use combat focus to try and play to the best of my abilities, get the highest streaks as quick as possible. And as you guys have seen in my gameplays, usually I'm always running combat focus, and that is the exact reason, because it produces such high quality gameplays for me. I don't know about everyone else, but this just seems to be my favorite ability, plus my favorite specialist in the whole game. So guys, that has been my top 5 specialists for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer. As I said, these are just in my opinion. If you guys have a different list, leave it down below in the comments and I'll have a look through them. But guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed this, be sure to also go down in the comments and let me know. And don't forget to leave a like on this video, I really appreciate it if you did. And also subscribe if you're new. And also check out the description for all the links to my social media, the music used in this video, and some more awesome content creators down below. So guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.
What all of this is, cause one moment I'm done, then I don't know how to word it, cause what's broken can't be fixed, but what's fixed isn't worth it. So I guess this is that moment where I say that goodbye.